the crib in the crib with the orange shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I whip a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking there. Choppy box seats, I'm watching Archer. They cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased.
Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that. Yes, don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the door 'cause the feds on it. 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 Don't get the door 'cause the feds on it.
Get down.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting it.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Breece Hall. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 65 yards. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the...
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On play action, Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
On second down, a run with Hall.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Another toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. In motion, Hill.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
But now the first run for Devon A-Chain.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The Dolphins had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Prescott now. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hill going to go in motion right.
Prescott off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
A give up the middle to A-Chain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Hill going to go in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Rodgers. His throw is going to be incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he can...
A chain hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the
the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now Hall to start the drive. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. First down, Prescott. He dumps it off to A-Chain. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Off the play fake, Prescott. A short one there, caught by Likely. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
And as you prepare for this team, you have to understand that no matter where they are in the field, this is an offense that will take in shots. And true to form, they do exactly that and break off a big chunk of yardage and help their field position.
Flushed out right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Samuel.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 36.
Now 2nd and 3.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
That one down the field for Freiermuth.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide the hole.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes to him and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott to throw it. It's Hill, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now they're in the hurry up. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Third and long for Prescott.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be second and 10.
Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Third quarter from Miami. This is second and 10.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's second and 10. In motion, Freiermuth. Here's a Florida native from up near Pensacola. It's Michael Carter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Tough spot here. Third down and 11.
Over here. Right.
Now Rodgers.
And that's going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 42 2 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
H8 on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Prescott now from the 50. Gets this one to Hill. So nothing doing there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott now.
Throw caught by H8.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, kill. Hey, 47.
Play fake. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
2nd down and a yard.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They set up the screen to H8.
And he is going to lose yardage here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They're going to 53. Go 47.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Hill going to go in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Rodgers now to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3, it leaves him with 4th and 1. Now how about this? They'll change it at the line. In motion right, that's Wilson. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Zerline good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, kill!
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here now, third down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. On play action, now Rodgers.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, that's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Dak.
And that's complete to Cooks. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He dumps it off to A-Chain.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
To throw, Prescott.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here go 46.
Here's Prescott.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here we go. First and goal.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Switch it.
Here's Dak. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Hey, 47. We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott.
Escaping the pressure right. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up third and goal.
This is third and goal.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47.
Prescott on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.